It would have been much worse if one had gone very well, you know, and been picked, and then the horse had gone lame. That would have been much worse.
And it's a huge advantage if you have somebody who can be recognised as that, not just in your country, but around the world.
Princess Anne and Prince William have finally opened up about King Charles, and these revelations are surprising. For years, both Anne and William stayed focused on their royal responsibilities, staying largely out of family controversies. But now, with King Charles at the center of public scrutiny, they have each shared their own unexpected insights into his reign. What led Princess Anne and Prince William to speak out now? And what exactly did they reveal about King Charles that has everyone talking? Join us as we uncover the details behind this royal family drama. The evolving relationship of King Charles, Anne, and William. Princess Anne has always been a consistent presence in the royal family, known for her no-nonsense attitude and commitment to duty. Unlike other royals who have occasionally taken breaks from the spotlight, Anne has rarely strayed from her royal obligations. Her dedication shows through her tireless schedule, maintaining one of the highest numbers of public engagements yearly. Over time, her reputation as a steady hand in the family has grown. Yet, behind her public persona, Anne has recently expressed her private views on King Charles, a side of her which was rarely seen by the public. She has spoken about the unique challenges her brother faces as he adjusts to his new role as king. Although their bond is close, Anne has not shied away from addressing issues within the family or the monarchy's direction. Keep watching to find out more on this. As one of King Charles's closest confidants, Anne's insights provide a rare glimpse into the internal struggles and expectations placed upon the new monarch. Her candid perspectives reflect a lifetime of loyalty to both her brother and the crown. But they also show her growing concern for the monarchy's future, especially under the pressures now facing Charles and his vision for the institution's legacy. And as Princess Anne supports her brother King Charles, Prince William, King Charles's son, is also stepping into a role that carries immense weight and responsibility. Growing up, William has always known that he would one day be king. But now, with King Charles facing challenges related to his health and the scrutiny of public life, the urgency for William to prepare has intensified. William finds himself balancing his duties as Prince of Wales, while also acting as a stabilizing force for his father and the monarchy. He has been actively involved in modernizing the royal image, showing a strong commitment to addressing issues like mental health, climate change, and community service. His vision reflects a desire to keep the monarchy relevant to today's world, setting him apart from the traditional approaches of past kings. This situation has forced him to navigate a delicate line between respecting the royal traditions that King Charles upholds and the progressive ideals he wants to bring to the throne. Also, as he observes Anne's dedication to duty, William understands the importance of familial support within the monarchy. Their shared commitment to the crown strengthens their bond, even as they tackle the challenges that come with their royal roles. Their relationship shows the monarchy's evolving problems as they both prepare for their future responsibilities in a changing world. Now looking at Princess Anne's support for her brother King Charles, their unique bond plays a crucial role in the problems of the royal family. Growing up together, they shared the trials of royal life, from rigorous public scrutiny to the expectations placed on them as members of the monarchy. This shared history has fostered a deep understanding between them, with Anne often stepping in as a voice of reason. Her candid nature allows her to give Charles the honest feedback he sometimes needs, especially as he handles the challenges of being king. While they have distinct personalities, Anne's practicality contrasts with Charles's more emotional approach, as their sibling relationship is rooted in mutual respect. Anne's lifetime of dedication to royal duties has equipped her with insights that benefit Charles during this transformative period. With King Charles now facing health concerns and the pressure of his new role, Anne's unwavering support is more vital than ever. And as Charles adapts to his role as king, he can lean on Anne's experience and loyalty. Together, they represent a blend of tradition and modernity, balancing the expectations of their roles with their understanding of each other's strengths. This solidarity not only reassures Charles, but also emphasizes the royal family's commitment to its legacy during uncertain times. To understand the bond between Princess Anne and King Charles III, it best we delve into Anne's life, because that's the most intriguing part. Princess Anne's life is marked by resilience, dedication, and a complex balancing act between duty and personal life. Born on August 15, 1950, Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, grew up during a period of significant transformation for the British monarchy. As the younger sibling to Charles, she was initially third in line to the throne, but was later overtaken by her younger brothers and their children due to the laws of male preference succession in place at the time. Growing up, Anne was often described as strong-willed and highly independent. These traits set her apart within the royal family. Educated at Buckingham Palace initially and later at Benenden School, Anne began public engagements as a teenager, reflecting her family's dedication to royal duties. Although she was close with Charles, their paths diverged considerably as they grew older. Charles, as the heir, was groomed specifically for kingship, while Anne carved out a unique role for herself, grounded in hard work and dedication, but without expectations of becoming a reigning monarch. One of Anne's most celebrated personal achievements was her equestrian career. From a young age, she demonstrated remarkable skill in horse riding, a passion encouraged by her father, Prince Philip, an avid sportsman. Anne went on to compete in international competitions, winning a gold medal at the 1971 European Eventing Championships, and becoming the first member of the British royal family to compete in the Olympics at the 1976 Montreal Games. Her tenacity in the equestrian world not only demonstrated her resilience, but also made her a respected sports figure, independent of her royal identity. But despite her accomplishments, Anne struggled with public perception, especially early in her life. She developed a reputation as a somewhat aloof and private royal, earning her the nickname her royal rudeness. Her strong-willed and no-nonsense attitude did not always resonate well with the press. Yet this very trait contributed to her later reputation as one of the most reliable and hard-working members of the royal family. Anne's resilience in the face of criticism further shows the pragmatic approach she shares with her brother Charles, though their personalities and public personas remained distinct. Princess Anne's unexpected moves that challenges everything. Moving on to her personal life, Anne's personal life was marked by both high-profile relationships and personal struggles, starting with her marriage to Captain Mark Phillips in 1973. The marriage appeared strong initially, and the couple had 2 children, Peter and Zara. Yet their union grew strained over the years. By the late 1980s, Anne and Mark Phillips separated, and their divorce was finalized in 1992. This dissolution of her marriage showed the challenges Anne was facing while trying to balance personal happiness with public duty. Later, Anne got remarried to Sir Timothy Lawrence, a naval officer and former equerry to the Queen, which marked a new chapter for her. Lawrence provided a sense of companionship that supported Anne's enduring dedication to her royal duties, though she still faced media scrutiny and the pressures of being a prominent public figure. Throughout her life, Princess Anne has maintained a rigorous schedule of royal duties. She is often cited as the hardest-working member of the royal family, routinely undertaking over 500 engagements per year. Her dedication has established her as a vital presence within the monarchy, and her work is largely focused on humanitarian causes, including her long-standing association with Save the Children, where she served as president for 47 years before transitioning to the role of patron. Anne's efforts also extended across a diverse range of fields, from education and health to disability advocacy and military organizations. Her contributions have been recognized globally, such as her 1990 nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize by Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda for her extensive charity work. These roles illustrate her commitment to effecting positive change, largely without seeking recognition. And her work ethos has served as a model for the next generation of royals, including her brother, King Charles III, who shares her passion for charitable endeavors. Also, one of the most defining moments of Anne's life was her survival of a kidnapping attempt in 1974. While returning to Buckingham Palace, Anne's car was ambushed, and her would-be kidnapper threatened her at gunpoint. Her calm and defiant response, reportedly telling the man, "Not bloody likely," when he demanded she exit the car, exemplified her courage. This traumatic experience, rather than deterring her, only seemed to reinforce her commitment to her role and further solidified her image as one of the toughest members of the royal family. Furthermore, her relationship with her mother, Queen Elizabeth II, and her father, Prince Philip, also played a significant role in shaping her life and outlook. Anne shared a particularly close bond with Philip, who she described as a remarkable man. His values of resilience, duty, and a down-to-earth approach were deeply instilled in her, which later showed in her own work and public image. Anne was often described as her father's daughter because of her straightforward and pragmatic nature, but she also shared her mother's sense of responsibility. Even if her relationship with her parents did not involve constant displays of affection, she held a deep loyalty to them. When her father grew older and faced health challenges, Anne was by his side, supporting him and helping her mother. She took on more responsibilities, showing her devotion to them both. In later years, after her father's passing and as her mother's health declined, Anne was a steady source of comfort and strength for Queen Elizabeth. And after her Queen Elizabeth death, Anne continued to honor her parents' legacy of hard work and commitment to public service, values that had been instilled in her from childhood. Anne's relationships with both her parents were grounded in shared purpose and mutual respect, leaving a lasting impact on her character and her role within the royal family. Afterwards, following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, the British monarchy faced a new era of challenges and changes. What really brought about these challenges? Stay tuned as we delve into this. Princess Anne and Prince William emerged as central figures, each representing a different but complementary approach to guiding the monarchy forward. Known for her steadfast dedication and practicality, Anne provided a grounded presence, while William represented a fresh outlook on how to make the monarchy more relatable in the modern world. In a rare interview with Canada's CBC News, Princess Anne offered a straightforward perspective on the monarchy's role and value. She discussed the importance of continuity, stating that the monarchy provided stability in a world that often felt chaotic. This stability, she argued, represented one of the monarchy's lasting benefits. While acknowledging the need for conversations about the monarchy's relevance, she made it clear she believed it still held an essential place in British society. When talking about her brother, King Charles III, she noted that "you know what you are getting" with him as monarch. In her opinion, Charles represented a continuation of what the monarchy had always been, rather than a dramatic change. The ties that bind Anne, William, and Charles. Anne also addressed the idea of a slimmed-down monarchy, something that her brother considered. Anne admitted that this concept might have made more sense when there were more royals available for public duties. But at that time, with fewer working members of the family, she was not sure it was a practical idea. As one who has gained recognition as one of the hardest-working royals, Anne consistently logged more public appearances than almost any other family member, showcasing a level of commitment that earned her respect from the British public. For Anne, serving the monarchy remained simply what she did, without fuss or fanfare. She became known for re-wearing old outfits, doing her own hair, and even feeding her chickens in full makeup. But yet, she consistently supported the institution. Meanwhile, Prince William, as the future king, embodied the monarchy's potential for modernization. Now, how the Prince of Wales, William gradually took on responsibilities that prepared him for the throne. He and his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, worked to make the monarchy more approachable, focusing on issues that resonated with younger generations. They raised their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, in a relatively grounded environment compared to previous generations. By choosing a more modest home, Adelaide Cottage, they signaled a commitment to a lifestyle that resonated with the public. This approach reflected their understanding that, for the monarchy to stay relevant, it needed to adapt and connect with people's everyday lives. During the recent period of transition, Anne and William's roles became more visible and significant. Anne's dedication and William's vision represented a balanced approach that addressed both the traditional and progressive sides of the monarchy. While Anne took on an increasing number of duties, William's focus remained on preparing for the future. Together, they brought stability and adaptability to a monarchy that had to change to meet new expectations. Also, in another interview, Anne displayed her straightforward approach to some of the challenges the monarchy faced. When asked about King Charles's reported support for researching the monarchy's ties to the slave trade, Anne responded with skepticism, suggesting that the media may have exaggerated his stance. Her response showed her cautious and measured approach, as she tended to avoid making bold statements without clear evidence. This approach contrasted with William's, who showed openness to addressing the monarchy's complex history with more transparency. William faced direct questions about the monarchy's role in former colonies during a recent tour of the Caribbean. He and Catherine encountered resistance, with some leaders and citizens openly discussing the idea of becoming republics. William acknowledged these sentiments with understanding, recognizing that the relationship between the monarchy and former colonies was shifting. His approach demonstrated his awareness of the monarchy's past and the importance of fostering genuine connections in the Commonwealth. While Anne represented continuity and tradition, William's approach pointed toward a future that might involve new kinds of relationships with Commonwealth nations. And as King Charles prepared for his coronation, both Anne and William played important roles in supporting him. Anne's role as gold stick in waiting, a symbolic position dating back to medieval times that involved ensuring the king's safety, illustrating her deep loyalty. Riding in uniform behind the coronation coach, she provided a powerful symbol of her commitment to protecting and supporting her brother. In her characteristic way, she joked that the role solved all her dress problems, showing her dry sense of humor even in moments of grandeur. William and Catherine also held prominent positions during the coronation, reflecting their importance in the line of succession. Their presence highlighted the future direction of the monarchy under William's leadership. The Prince and Princess of Wales, alongside their young children, represented a vision of a monarchy that balanced tradition with a modern, approachable image. By including their children in select royal events, William and Catherine prepared the next generation while keeping the family image relatable. For William, the focus remained on creating a monarchy that felt relevant to today's society, especially for younger people who may have been less attached to royal traditions. Despite these efforts to adapt, the royal family continued to face criticism and scrutiny. The Commonwealth's loyalty to the monarchy was not as steadfast as it once had been, and several countries, including Jamaica and Belize, expressed interest in becoming republics. This trend gained momentum after Barbados declared itself a republic in 2021. William and Catherine's recent Caribbean tour showed this growing sentiment as they encountered protests and calls for independence. William responded thoughtfully, understanding that these discussions were part of a broader re-evaluation of the monarchy's role around the world. Internally, the royal family had to navigate family tensions, especially after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step back from royal duties. Their decision altered the family dynamic, particularly impacting Charles and William, who once envisioned a future where Harry would work closely with them in representing the monarchy. Anne, though less directly involved in the Sussexes' departure, observed how their decision added complexity to an already challenging time. Charles faced the difficult decision of whether to grant royal titles to Harry and Meghan's children, Archie and Lilibet, a choice that could impact the monarchy's structure and image. While Charles's reign marked a significant transition, Anne and William remained dedicated to their roles. Anne's unwavering commitment to a stable monarchy and William's focus on modernization created a dual strategy for addressing both current and future challenges. Although Anne was in her 70s, her work ethic remained unmatched, and she continued to be a cornerstone of the family. William's efforts to bring a fresh perspective ensured that the monarchy stayed relevant for future generations. Together, they represented a balance of tradition and progress, showing that the monarchy still had the flexibility to adapt. As the monarchy moved forward under King Charles, Anne and William's contributions became essential in shaping its path. Anne's steady presence offered a sense of continuity, while William's vision and focus on modernization provided hope for a future that resonated with the public. The monarchy faced a period of significant change, with shifting public opinion and growing demands for transparency and accountability. Yet, with Anne's grounded approach and William's forward-thinking outlook, the royal family had the tools to navigate these challenges. What are your thoughts on Princess Anne's and Prince William perspective? Drop it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more. Also, click the next video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.